Yo, what up everyone? Welcome back to my channels. Make sure you subscribe and or follow all the other channels. So Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube. Those are the 4 channels I am live streaming currently on. And yeah, follow, subscribe to YouTube and Rumble for sure. If you guys miss any of the live streams, you could always go back there and watch it. Unlike Twitch and Kick, I believe they delete it after a while because they don't hold on to too many videos. Anyways, let's continue learning Python. So let me switch. Switching scenes. All right. All right. Continue learning reverse list. Assignment. Some of our players would like to view their inventories in reverse order. Using a loop, let's write a function. Let me make sure that you guys can hear me. All right, good. Sometimes if OBS, I don't know, like sometimes, just very, it's rare. I'm not gonna be shitting on OBS, but sometimes you have to check to see if you've actually turned it back on. Sometimes it either remembers like where you had it right before you closed out OBS, and sometimes it doesn't. So you have to make sure that the microphone or whatever audio is actually turned on while you're live streaming. So user error, human error, or it's my fucking fault, not OBS. Anyways, some of our players would like to view their inventories in reverse order. Using a loop, let's write a function that takes a list as an input and returns a new list except all the items are in reverse order. For example, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, A, B, C, D to DCBA. Tip. In Python, range function is very useful when working with lists. It allows you to choose where to stop and how to stop over a list. Remember, function arguments are separated by commas inside the parentheses. For range, the function signature is range parentheses start, stop, step. Don't forget, you can use negative values for these arguments. It's common to nest built-ins. You can pass len directly to range. For example, range len items. Excuse me, I just had breakfast. Yeah, this late in the day. I had, what is it? Eggs and ham, some toast, and then some strawberry Philly cheesesteak. Or Philly cheesesteak. Strawberry cheese spread on the toast. It was delicious. In chocolate milk with Nesquik. It's iterates over indices 0 through len items -1. Where should you start your loop from? Could len be useful at giving range a starting index? Where should you end your loop? What should the step be? In other words, how should you increment I in each iteration of the loop? Alright, some more players. Okay. Use a loop. Let's write a function that takes a list as an input. So the list is items? Or do I have to create the list? No, reverse list items. So reverse list is the list that has these items. So technically this is a list, this is a function. Alright. Hmm. For I in range, let's see if, length of of items. Um, so range lane items. Okay. It's common to nest built-in items you can pass lane directly in range, for example. Okay. Iterates over indices 0 through lane items. Okay, so 0, comma, items. It's an unknown. Too many positional arguments to function len. Expected one got 2. Oh, the 0 goes here. 0, comma. Actually, maybe I have to put -1 here. Because then it goes backwards, right? um, for iron range, and then let me go backwards a bit. Um, print or return. Okay, so get first item, if len item. Nope, that is not the one I'm on. This is the one I'm on. Okay, def reverse list items for iron range. -1 len items. Alright, so it takes a list as input, returns a new list. New list equals yeah, I'm just guessing here. Items I don't even know if that's how you do it. Ah. All right. All right. Help! This I need your help too much. I can see your code and output. A couple of things to address. Problem. New list is not a list. Right now, items I gives you a single item like kite, shield, and you're assigning it directly to new list. But the function needs to return a list, not a single value. So let me just take that off. And then maybe that will work. No? Indentation. Nope. All right, how do you think you could build up a list by adding one item at a time inside a loop? Think about what list method might help here. Your range argument, range -1 len item starts at -1 and counts forward. But to reverse the list, you want to start at the last index and count backward. A few questions to think about. What index does the last item of a list have? How does len items relate to that? What should the loop stop at? What step value would make the loop count backward? So it starts at -1 and then should I put a comma here? Shit. Need a hint. So you're returning items unchanged so the list comes back in its original order. Let's back up a bit. The core idea here is to create a new empty list for the loop. In each iteration, append one item from item, so the new list in reverse order. Then 3, return the new list after the loop finishes. Here's a small unrelated example of building a new list inside a loop. Default new list. Alright, new list is created before the loop. Append adds one more item and return that is outside the loop. So okay, so I do have to do something like that. Um, New list equals shit. Ah, let me okay, delete that and go up and then there. For I range in -1 len items, the return has to be outside, right? So no. Okay, actual return -1 0 1 2 3. Um, shit. I don't know where I'm going wrong. Alright, so good progress. The structure is much better now. Two things to fix. You're appending the whole list. New list dot append items. Adds the entire items as one element. You want to add the single item at index I. Alright. The range is still going the wrong direction. Think about list A, B, C. To reverse it, you want to visit index 2, then 1, then 0. What is the starting index in terms of len items? Uh, so the negative 1 has to be comma, space, negative 1 over here. Haktua says logic understands bomb G80. Haktua! That's funny. It says range needs 3 arguments for a countdown. Start, okay. You want a step of negative 1. So start, stop, and step. Okay. Okay. I'm fucking up here. Nope. God damn it. Let me place my fingers down correctly. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Actual reverse list. So I'm supposed to do this. So it just goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For I in range, return new list I. I don't know. Says you're appending I instead of items I. Okay. Let's see. That one. Nope. And that one. What the fuck? I is just the index number. You want the items at the index. How do you access an element from the list using an index? Fix those two and you'll be very close. Append items. Hmm. Uh, I feel great shame using the AI for every single little thing. Okay, good progress. You're very close. The issue is an off by one error. For a list with 4 items, the value indices are 0, 1, 2, 3. Notice that len items would be 4, but index 4 doesn't exist. What's causing the index error? You need to start one step before len items. What would that be? Should I put new list here instead? No. For a list with 4 items, valid indices 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Notice that len items would be 4, but index 4 doesn't exist. So no worries, let's use a concrete example. Say items equals ABC. That list has 3 items, so len items is 3. No, okay. So just remove len. No? Notice that the valid index 2, not 3. There are no items 3. That's the outer range error you're hitting. So your range should start out len items minus 1. So this comma is in the way. And then space minus 1. No? Oh wait, comma. There we go. Pass and pass. Okay, so literally I had to put it in the first comma and then still had negative one for the start, stop, and then the steps. So the step means the pattern, basically going backwards. If it's one, then it's going one at a time, going forward from start to end. If it's negative one, it starts at the okay. Start negative one, stop right there. So the length of the items, the length of the list is an integer. I can't just put items there. Range for I in range all of this. New list. So I create a new list here. For I in range, length of the items, which is an integer minus one. What does the minus one do? So your range should start at the lengths of start at len items minus one, which should be 2 in this case. So it can't be 3. Oh, so it was saying that the list over here had like imagine if okay. So right here it was saying for a list of 4 items the valid indices are 0, 1, 2, 3. Notice that len items would be 4. So it was telling me I put this okay. You need to like dumb it down a little bit more. So len items would be 4 like on the list, but there's no 4 on the list. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So that's what the negative fucking 1 was talking about over here on the tip. Let's see. Right here. It's common to nest built-ins. You can pass len directly to range. For example, range len items iterates over indices 0 through length items minus 1. I just don't. I don't understand the tip. That's why. All right. Next. All right. Goddamn. 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 Filter messages. You're about to write a bit more code in a single function than you have before. Do not try to write it all at once. Start with the outermost loop and work your way inward. Add extra print statements and run your code, often to make sure it's doing what you expect. Just make sure to remove the extra print statements before submitting the code. Alright. So running your code often to make sure each line is doing what you to make sure it's doing what you expect is called debugging. All programmers, even seasoned professionals, break large problems down into small ones that they can debug line by line. Because you're working with strings that need to be converted to lists and vice versa, here are a couple helpful Python methods we can use to make our lives much easier. So split a string into a list of words. The dot split method in Python is called on a string and returns a list by splitting the string based on the given delimiter. If no delimiter is provided, it will split the string on white space. Here's a quick example. Message equals hello there Sam. Words equals message dot split. Print words. So words equals the message, this message, dot split. So split hello there Sam. It prints hello, comma, there, comma, Sam. So by each word. Hmm. If no delimiter is provided, it will split the string on white space. Join a list of strings into a single string. The dot join method is the opposite of split. Method is called on a delimiter what goes between all the words in the list and takes a list of strings as inputs. Hi Kai. Hey Kai. She's all lovey-dovey this fucking morning, afternoon, whatever. Just chilling on the couch, sleeping on me. You're so adorable, Kai. Like she knows what I'm saying too. Look at how she looks, getting all cutesy and shit. Join a list of strings into a single string. The join method is called on a delimiter what goes within the words in the list and takes the list of strings as input. List of words. Okay. Hello there, Sam. Sentence. Okay. So, two quotes. Should dot join list of words. So print sentence. It prints hello there, Sam. So in parentheses of the join, there's nothing here. Okay, so that's what the difference is. The whole thing is a string. So string dot join list of words. List of words is this. So combine all three of those in the middle of these two. Yeah, there's no commas here. Okay. Alright, assignment. We need to filter the profanity out of our game's live chat feature. Why, though? Why? First Amendment. We need to filter profanity out of our game's live chat feature. Complete the filter messages function. Complete the filter messages function. This one right here. It takes a list of chat messages as input and returns two new lists. A list of the same messages but with all instances of a word dang removed. 2. A list containing the number of dang words that are removed from each message at a particular index. Here are some examples. Alright, messages equals dang it, Bobby. Oh, that's a King of the Hill reference right there. Dang it, Bobby. Look at it go. Filter messages. Returns it, Bobby. Look at it go. So, dang it, Bobby. Dang. So it just removes dang. Filter messages. Returns it, Bobby. Look at it go. Messages 2. That's the bloody dang repeater of Mars. Pax Owl Telemanus. I was never taught how to use a dang razor. Filter / messages 2. It returns that's the bloody reaper of Mars. So dang gets removed. Pax Owl Telemanus. I was never taught how to use a razor. 101. What is the 101? Okay, I don't know what that 101 is for, and that fucking 10. Yeah, I don't know what that was for. Here are the steps for you to follow. There are a lot of steps. It won't be easy, but if you follow the steps exactly, you will pass the assignment. Alright. Well, guess what I'm listening to? Take me home, country road. Let me put the volume up. Take me home to a place I belong, West Virginia. Create the two empty lists that you'll return at the end. Alright, so what I gotta do is um have to do something like this. So list one equals this. Enter list 2 equals, okay, list 1 and 2. Enter. Create two empty lists that you'll return at the end. Okay, done. One. Okay, one of the filtered messages with dang removed. It says one for the filtered messages with dang removed, and one for the counts of dangs. Oh, okay. Um, so I'm gonna call this filtered message. And I'm gonna call this dang remove. Okay. Alright, so two lists. One for the messages with dang removed. This one right here. And one for the counts of dangs. Um, I'll just put count. Count removed. Alright, done with this first part. Alright, loop over the list of messages for each message. Alright, so split the message string into a list of words using the dot split. Um, so I'm gonna literally do this one. Filtered messages. Hmm. No, I can't do that yet then. I have to do list of words. Okay, so I gotta do something like this up here. And then I have to list of words equals messages, right? Split the message into a list of words using the dot split. Okay. Let's run it, see what it does. Input messages. Darn it, this dang thing won't work. Let's fight one on one. Expected. Filtered messages. Darn it, this thing won't work. Let's fight one on one. Words remove 010. Actual. List object has no attribute. Split. Fail. Shit, so what am I doing wrong for the first step? It says good start on setting up the two empty lists. The arrow is pointing you in the right direction. Messages is a list of strings, not a single string. You can't call .split directly on the list. Think about it this way. If you have a bag of letters, you can't open the bag itself. You need to take out one letter at a time and open that. So the question is, how do you get each individual message, the string, inside the messages list so you can call .split on? Okay. List of words. .split. It would be the same thing, right? I think I just think I made the same mistake. It said you did list words equals messages, just copies the reference from the same list. So list of words is still not a string. The fix requires the loop. Look at step 2 in the instructions. Loop over the list of messages for each message. How would you write a for loop to iterate over messages so that each iteration gives you a single message string you can call .split on? Alright, filter messages. Mm. Loop over the list of messages for each message. Says split the message string into a list of words using the .split string method. Um, Says you're looping now. Great progress. Two things are to address. Reuses the same name, which is confusing and can cause bugs. Use a different name for the loop variable for messages and messages. Okay. Okay. Dot split result is being discarded. Messages dot split returns a new list of words, but you're not saving it anywhere. What variable should you assign it to based on the instructions? Filtered message. Oh. Oops. How? A boot now. Alright, there's two issues. You're calling dot split on filter message, which is a list. You want to call it on the current message on the loop. That's what I is for. What should you be calling split on? Alright. Split the message string into a list of words. Alright. I'll just put words. And then I'll put words dot list. Words dot split. Loop over a list of messages. Okay. Split the message string into a list of words using the split string method. I think I got that right. Create an empty list for all the good words in the message. Uh, let's see. Good words. Do I put it in the good words? Empty list for all the good words in the message. 3. Create a counter variable for the dangs in the message. A counter variable for the dangs. Fuck, how do you create a counter? How is it? Good words equals okay is exactly right per instructions, but the same issue from before is still lurking. Words that split returns a list, but you're not saving it anywhere. It is like doing a calculation and throwing away the result. Do I need to append? List of words equals words dot split. So I do have to, oh fuck. List of words equals words dot split. Good words equals, okay. What name makes sense to you for that variable? Says that's exactly right. List of words now holds the split words for each message. Okay, so I think I had this part, but I had it before the loop. Okay. Let's just continue. That's exactly right. List of words now holds split words for each message. Look. It says now look at steps 2.3 and 2.4 in the instructions. You need to 1. Create a counter variable for dang starting at 0. Loop over each word in the list of words and check if it equals dang. Can you try adding those two things? Ah, shit. How do you create a counter? Count removed. Create a counter variable for things. Okay. Um, Whatever. Counter equals. Is that how you do it? It says closed. The issue is that you're trying to add one to the counter before it even exists. You need to initialize it first, starting at 0. So counter equals 0. You only increment it counter plus 1 later inside the inner loop when you find a dang. For now, just initialize it to 0. Then try adding the inner loop for list of words. The inner loop for list of words. Create counter variable starting at 0 for each word in the message. Okay. If word, okay. So if it's oh shit. Let's put a space in between that 4. Put a space in between that. For words in message, list of words equals words dot split. Good words, it's a new list. Counter equals 0. If uh If word is dang, add one to the ding schedule. Now, do I have to use messages or do I use? It says good thing, but two issues here. You're checking if dang in messages, but messages is the whole list of messages. You want to check each individual word. So list of words, replace list of words. That was what I was asking before. If whether I put list of words or do I put messages or do I put something else? All right. If dang in list of words, counter. Okay. You need a second for loop that iterates over a list of words. Another for loop? If dang is in list of words, run? No. Okay, if check needs to okay, then if check needs to be inside the inner loop, comparing each word to dang. It should look something like for word in list of word. I didn't even look at this. I should have just fucking copied it. Okay. If word in list of words, if word if dang in list of words, no. This part is totally if word equals and then put the damn fucking uh increment counter. Says you're on right track, but for the indentation is off. The inner for loop is outside the outer for loop right now. Okay, so for this, okay. For words and messages, list of words equals words to split. Good words, counter equals 0. For words in list of words, if words equals string, counter equals counter plus 1. Okay, wrong. Loops are separate. Correct inner loop is nested inside outer loop. Alright, so the for message in messages, words equals message dot split. Can you fix the indentation so that the inner loop is inside the outer one? Alright, that's it. The nesting looks correct now, but there's still the other half of step 2.4 missing. The instructions say if a word is ding, increment the counter. Okay? If the word is not equal, so I have to put an else. Else append, else good words dot append. The word dang. Okay, if the word is not dang, add it to the list of good words. Alright, 5. Join the list of good words into a single string using the join. So join a list of strings into a single string. So now I get good words filtered message. I think I'm gonna use the filtered message, right? No, that's not what it's asking. It says join the list of good words into a single string using the join method. Alright, I asked you if I appended it correctly. Almost, but look at what you're appending. Good words that append filtered message adds the entire filtered message list to good words, which isn't what you want. You want to add the current word to good words. Okay, so words. How about that? The fuck? I said, that's correct. Now you need to handle steps 2.5, 2.6, and 2.7. These happen after the inner loop, but still inside the outer loop. Alright, so join good words into a single string. Okay. So it's still in the here, so let's enter backspace, backspace. Alright, so it's gonna be here. Join good words into a single string and append it to filtered message. Join the list of good words into a single string using the join. I think visitors are here. Alright, my nieces and nephews are here. Alright, mic is on. I apologize for the background. What the heck? Did Kai just knock you down? Look at how adorable my dog is. That fluffy bitch. Gets super hyper. Anyways, says append the new filter message to the list of filtered messages. So append the new filtered message to the list of filtered messages.
What does this mean?
Hmm?
Still turning on. I see
What
it
up?
was a dash.
Oh, it's loading. It probably restarted.
What restarted?
Let me hold the button and turn it off. And then I'll restart it. Alright. I'm gonna press it. It's gonna light up. Then it should load up. One moment, you guys. I'm fixing my Steam Deck so that my nephew could use it.
Oh, damn!
Do I did it dum did it do.
He already attacked me.
This dog almost ate 4 crap. I'm gonna open it to you right now.
Alright. I think it's loading. There you go.
Thank you.
Alright. Bye! Go to the couch. Don't drop my Steam Deck. It's expensive. Alright? Do you have $650? If you don't break my Steam Deck. You got $5? Okay, well you need 645 more bucks to go. Actually, plus tax it cost me like $708 or some shit like that. So whatever. Append a new filtered message. Uh hmm. Joined words dot append them to damn it append them append no append it to filtered message. Alright. Oh shit, joined words dot append filtered message. Append the new filtered message to the list of filtered messages. Alright, now it says append the new dings count. Okay. Append the new dings count to the list of counts of dings.
Like, run into the couch right now. Run and jump. What was that? Like, jump like you're playing around.
How do you append
Run around the house.
the new dings count?
Run around the house and jump on the couch. Run, but run. Run back.
Counter.
Okay, do it again.
Dot append.
Run back.
Append that to count removed.
Try to call her. Say, come here, Kyla. Call her again. Let's sleep.
And then after looping over the list of messages, return the list of filtered messages first. Alright, so I think I have 7 correctly. After
Wait, what did
looping
you say?
over
Can
the
you repeat
list of
that?
messages, return the list of filtered
Yes,
return.
in every house take a shoe off. And go put it on the shoe rack over there. Careful, it's wet right there.
Return
It's wet right there, careful.
filtered
Yep,
filtered messages.
well that works too.
Oh no!
Come
Hopefully
you
it's saved.
baby. Come you baby, I'll cuddle with you. Oh, such a beautiful
How
baby.
do you press play on
What do you want to play?
this?
You press A. There you
Such
go,
a
and you wait.
beautiful baby. Oh, yes you are. Oh, without that jacket.
Alright,
Oh.
filtered
You didn't have to
messages.
pay attention to you. See, now you're so
What
mean. You don't
else?
pay attention to her.
No, she was all lovey-dovey for like 3 straight hours. We were just chilling on the couch and watching TV, and she got a bunch of belly rubs and chest rubs, so she's good.
The one she asked me for now, she never had me.
Because she gets super hyper when there's
Oh, the dog's
fucking
here, huh?
new people.
Theo.
Just press B.
Theo.
When there's visitors, go, 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 go. Hey, Maxi, can you fix the carpet real quick? See how it's bent? Just pull it. Pull it closer to the couch. And make it straight, and then there we go. A little bit more. There you go. All right, filtered messages. Return the list. It says after looping over the list of messages, return the list of filtered messages first, then list of den counts. Okay, then um, count removed.
Hey, Dad, you guys anywhere yet?
Uh,
Oh, get out of
um,
here. Remember, I gotta go to work.
I don't think it's gonna work. Might be an infinite loop.
Oh my god.
Counter dot append.
Well, either way, it serves you good to be over here, so you know.
If words equal, okay, list of words dot append.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see you guys here in a bit, hopefully. Okay. Okay. Timed out.
Shit. Um.
That's what I'm doing. The baby already automatically went to the Steam Deck.
I'm playing Hollow Knight.
Okay, okay, okay.
When I said
I can see your code and the error. Wait, can you guys hear me? Yeah, you can. I can see your code and the error. Good news, you're very close. The logic is mostly right, but there are 2 lines where you've got the dot append call backwards. Think about what dot append does. It's called on a list and takes a value to add. Look at these 2 lines, joined words dot append filtered message and list of words dot append count removed. Joined words is a string, not a list, so calling dot append on it causes the error. List of words is a wrong list to be appending here. Okay, oh, okay, so this one is good words. Good words dot append filter message. List of words dot append. Let's see. Join words is a string, not a list. So calling append on it causes error. List of words is the wrong list. Alright, so Good words. Count removed. Append. Alright, so um good words, list of words. Words are split. Good words, counter words, list of words equals thing. Words dot append or count removed and append the words. Good progress. Count removed is now correct. The issue is with good words dot append filtered message. You're appending filtered message, the big result list onto good words. When you actually want to append joined words uh, onto okay. Which variable holds the cleaned up string for this message and which list should be added to? The issue is with good words append. You swap them again. Remember, dot append is called on a list and takes a value as argument. Joined words dot append filter message. Wrong. Okay. Alright. That took forever. And I still need help. Fuck. Alright. I was supposed to like use print to print and see what each one does. like as I go, but I kind of forgot how. Am I just supposed to put like here print and the parentheses in between this and this? What am I supposed to do? How exactly am I supposed to print to check my work? Add extra print statements to run your code often to make sure. I guess so. All right, two more. Shit. Am I back? Am I back? Well, oh, anyways, freaking. I guess I'm gonna end it here because I got visitors. Plus, I do have two more lessons to be able to complete it, but I have already been on for an hour and a half. I need to take a break, and then kind of de-stress a little bit, and then kind of review like what I just did. Hopefully. Good thing I watched my own videos, so I could remember where and how I fucked up on it and why it took so long, why I was not getting it and stuff like that. So I be viewing my own fucking playlist to see how I think or how retarded I am, so I could fucking improve. Anyways, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.